Yeah, I said it. Trump is sophisticated. He has a sophisticated approach to Ukraine. I don't go in for that all that Trump's playing 4D chess stuff normally, but I think he is actually playing 4D chess with Ukraine. I am and have been from the outset deeply sympathetic to Ukraine. Not that I think they're the good guys or anything, but they did get invaded by their vastly larger neighbor, and they have done a remarkable job of resisting that aggression. Is Ukraine as corrupt as Russia? Maybe. Is Zelensky as bad as Putin? Maybe. But at the end of the day, at the bottom of it all, Ukraine is smaller than Russia. Russia tried to invade them, and Ukraine fought back valiantly. You got to respect that. Okay. That being said, we're going to get to Trump's sophisticated strategy on this in just a second. That being said, you can't deny that Russia is vastly larger than Ukraine, and it's going to be very, very hard for Ukraine to win this war without allies putting boots on the ground. I'm actually not against us putting boots on the ground. There is a way you could convince me to support us sending troops to Ukraine. But it would have to be, with the understanding that we're going to win a war, we're going to go all out and win that war, and there will be no winning hearts and minds. There will be no rebuilding the Russian economy. There will be none of that shit. We're going to go for total victory, and we're going to go as hard and as fast as we could do it in a couple of weeks. It might not even take weeks. But that's the only way you could get me to support putting troops on the ground in Ukraine. And if we're not going to do that, which we're not, then the question becomes, what's the end game? Ukraine can't win it by themselves. It's not even in Ukraine's best interest for this to drag on any farther. I hate it, but it's just reality. It is just reality. So what's Trump doing here? So I actually think that this is all going to end up very, very good for Ukraine. But what Trump's not going to do, I have no inside information, obviously. Who am I? I'm nobody. What he's not going to do is go to a negotiating table with two squabbling sides. He's getting Ukraine on side first. He is telling Ukraine, here's what we're doing, here's how we're doing it. This is not a three-way negotiation with you, me, and Putin. He unfortunately is having to temper Zelensky's expectations and make sure that he has a united front. Now that's actually really good for Ukraine, because that means Trump wants a united front with Ukraine. And this whole rare earth minerals deal is actually it's a de facto backdoor way to get Ukraine with some under the American umbrella. Because once America has $500 billion worth of economic interest in Ukraine, well, now there's going to be security guarantees for America's assets, which are in Ukraine. This actually will move American influence up to the border of Russia. It's actually a really bad deal for Russia and a really good deal for Ukraine. And all that it costs them is that they get an opportunity to sell some rare earth minerals on the international market to the west instead of the east. It's that glare. This is actually really good for Ukraine. And in the meantime, it also strikes a blow against China and helps free us from China's stranglehold on the rare earth minerals market. This is going to end up with Russia weakened at Vlad's, with Russia weakened, Ukraine strengthened, with strong American military security guarantees, and with China diminished. This is going to end up being a massive foreign policy win for America, for Trump, and for Ukraine. You watch. You heard it here first. I'm calling it. Trump's sophisticated. He's a sophisticate.